Hey, my loves. Hey, my loves. I just had to start that introduction because I know you have been coming back and forth trying to see, is there a new episode? Is there a new episode? You guys know how I am. You know, I don't just release stuff just because it's the spare of the moment or if I just have time. No, I'm always making sure that I'm being guided when I need to release. But blah, blah, you know, I am, for those of you, I do have a job. Okay? So, being an intuitive reader is one of my gifts and I enjoy it. And I know that when time permits itself, I will receive my blessings. And right now, I believe that my blessings is me having faith and the confidence to practice my gifts. Because there's a lot of learning that I must go through. I know y'all talking about what? Learning go through. What? That doesn't make sense. No. Learning that I have to go through. Meaning for those of you who are new, you'll get what I'm saying. For those of you who've been here, you know how when I say we are all on different levels, different phases, this is not school where we're all on the same level and we're all together. No. We could all be on the same subject, or we could be, you know what I mean? In the same class, but we are all on different levels. No one is we are not being competitive against each other. Okay? And that's what comes into this reading that I wanted to speak to you about. Okay? I had a message for you yesterday, about 3 o'clock in the morning. And I was like, I'm gonna come back to it. I recorded it. And I just have to replay it and clear it out because it was too many gaps of pauses and stuff. So look out for that. And you're like, look out for what? What is it? You'll know because it's going to say, this is what you've been looking for. So, I want you to really harness your feelings. And I don't do Next 72s anymore on the podcast. All Next 72s are on YouTube. I made a commit. I said no more Next 72s on the podcast. Okay? So the next 72, harness your emotions. Don't talk about your emotions. Don't express your emotions. I mean, in the next 72, you need to. Collective, earth, air, fire, and water signs. If you don't even know what sign that you are, excuse me, if you feel like I'm yelling at you, I'm sitting next to you. I'm in your ear. I need you to hear me. Harness your emotions. Now, fire signs, my Leos, my Aries, Sagittarius, my water signs, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, my air signs, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra, my earth signs, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Did I miss anybody? Earth, air, fire, and water. Did I miss anybody? I don't think I did. I need you to harness your energy. And if you think I'm sounding loud, okay, I'm in my car. Well, I'm in. Anyway, when it comes to me, I'm really technical. You know, well-rounded and very technical about being real and true, okay? But I'm learning that everybody don't need to know everything, okay? So it may sound loud because I'm using my phone as the microphone, so it may sound like I'm being loud or a little extra. Just turn the volume down, babe. Turn the volume down. Okay, you don't have to be at the same frequency as me. Okay? You can decide the volume of the frequency that you want to take heed to. All right? So I'm going to need you to harness your emotions, meaning this is not having your game face on, because we're not playing no games. We are protecting your path. You got this cycle. And see, it's very confusing because we have cycles, and then we have journeys, and we have paths. Let's just call this a straightaway. You have a new straightaway, a new route. Okay? You have a straight route without any complications, and I'm not trying to make things sound mushy. It's like going down a freeway, which is a two-way road, right? And you know that there's ongoing traffic, and you know that there's traffic behind you that's following you, but you guys we're going in the same direction, but the ending direction could be a separate place. You get what I'm saying? And some people behind you may pass you up because you are moving too slow, and you get and then you got to watch the traffic that's passing you by, right, going in the opposite direction. So it's like you got to pay attention. So what I'm saying is you have a new route opening up to you. For some of you, it is already there, and you're literally just standing there. But what I do have to make it clear that this route is dark. You have to be brave to walk down this road in the darkness. Mind you, there's nature. There's orchards and beautiful trees. There's ground and not you, but the unknown. You create the unknown. That's why you have to harness your emotions. That's why you have to harness how you feel. Now is not the time to create, what I should say, monsters. Monsters that lurk in the shadows. For some of you, you are your own monster. You are your own fear. And you need to harness how you feel at this time, and you need to go. Because once you start walking, you're going to light up the path. See, that's the power you possess. The I can. So, moving forward, that was a message for you, listener. I don't know if it was Earth. I think with the Nine of Wands and the Nine of Swords, air signs and fire signs. Pretty much that was for you, but you want to watch you want to watch out for Earth sign. An Earth sign is really, in Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. There is an Earth sign really, 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 I mean, they are microscopic, zoomed in to what it is. Either they know what it is that you're doing, your schedule, or they know your potentials. And they know you're getting ready to master your potentials. Meaning you're getting ready to activate your potentials. Meaning you are a triple threat. And I'm just talking about the power that's possessed in you. Mind, body, and soul. Huh? Building your own self up makes you stronger. Can't no one take nothing away from you, especially your sanity. And it seems like I'm rambling, but I just had to come on here, give that little message. You know, I said little message because my people, okay, us in here in the SDO community, that, you know, harnessing our emotions and you know, keeping our feelings and how we feel to ourselves for the next 72. Okay, now if you are going through depression and anxiety and stuff, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to y'all, to those where it's like, now is not the time to tell your business on how someone made you feel or how you feel about your current life situation or how you're going to make it better or what are your plans. You know what I mean? This is like, that's why I said it's like a game face, but it's not a game face. This is my true workers here. Okay? And this is an opportunity for you to be able to take. It's mastering thyself in the next 72. So that you can activate the power within. Fear not. Okay? So yes, I wanted to come on here and say I love you. And, you know, it's not easy, especially if you are a reader. You could be any kind of medium. There's so many ways to be a worker. Okay? And so it's like, hold on, my allergies is acting up. You know, a lot of farm work, they got all this dirt in the air. But there's many ways to be a worker. Okay? But you got to do it from the heart. And what I was trying to say is, it's not easy. Well, I will speak on, I'm speaking on being an intuitive reader as well as a tarot reader. It is a challenge. It's a challenge to show up. It's a challenge to be obedient when the Spirit says, do this message or do this. You have to literally understand yourself so that you can understand that, is this me saying I don't want to release a reading? Or is this me? Or is this Spirit? So that's why it's very important. And I don't want to say that it's through trial and error. It's through willingness and openness and being confident on the messages that you receive. When you release your messages or when you're doing readings, you have to keep in mind that when you release your readings in the web, okay, it's accessible globally. So you don't want to limit yourself and think, you know, it's just local. You know what I mean? And for some of you, that harnessing your mouth is stop telling the people closest to you what it is that you're doing. Because their words, they may not even be aware that when they speak of you, right, instead of telling the next person what you're doing, and they love what you're doing because you love what you're doing, some people don't understand by saying, I don't know why she doing that, or she don't need to do this. Oh, that's not God's will. You know, they curse you and they don't even realize it. The older do, but the younger, I want to say, people from the ages of, I would say from 60 up, they know what cursing is. And I'm not talking, well, same thing. Curse words, cursing. They know what they're doing, right? And they'll boast about it. That's how you'll know, because they will have passion in cursing what you love. So it's very important that you really take heed in put a harness over your mouth. Okay, I never knew what it meant. I still don't know what it meant, but I'm telling you to put a harness over your mouth. Maybe Google it, Bing it, something, research. What does put a harness over your mouth mean? Right? To be honest, what needs to be revealed will be revealed without you having to request what you need to know. So there's no need for you to go out of character, go out of your way. I need you to be strong, okay? Because evil is real. Evil could be small like a grain of salt. That it takes just a grain of salt, small evil that small, that is very powerful. That small speck is so powerful. So just imagine someone just has just a grain, small as a little grain of salt, right? Right? Salty on your dreams. Just that little speck. Salty on who you love. Salty on what it is of you, just anything that has to do with liking, or anything that has to do with what it is that you're attracted to. Okay? This is not an episode where we are downplaying ourselves or downing others. No, SGL, Spiritual Guiding Light, this is a place for all zodiac signs, a place of healing. This is a safe space. Every reading you may not resonate with, okay? But I am so happy for those of you guys who show up, even when you know you like, I know this ain't my reading, but you like, I got my girl, SGL, and I thank you. It means so much. The numbers is going up, and I just want to let you guys know, like, the numbers is going up. So I don't want you to feel like, oh, am I the only one, tapped into SGL? No, we are global, baby. And that really touched my heart, because that lets me know that I am being obedient when it comes to using my gifts. So I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to come back, because I don't want to, this reading is already 18 minutes. And I know I have a short I have a short attention span. So I do love you. Know that you are not alone. Know that I care. And that's why I love to do my readings like this on the podcast foremost, is so that it doesn't feel like an alone space. And that's why I'm gonna stop this, and I'm gonna come back and tone it down, because I know half of you are like, SGL, why you gotta be so loud? I just need you to tone it down. Yeah, I'm gonna turn the volume down. I'm gonna talk to you. Okay, I want to talk to you about this Nine of Wands and this Nine of Swords. Okay, I'm not even worried about this King of Pentacles focus, this masculine, and the masculine energy. It could be female or male. Okay, it could be non-gender. It doesn't matter. Okay, focus on your Nine of Cups. Okay, someone is trying to, it feels like someone is trying to come to your table to, you know how they, have you ever seen it where they be having those cups turned side over, and there's something in the cup, and they move it, and you got to touch the cup, and to see if the object is under the cup or whatever. It's giving me that, but it's giving me someone coming and like switching out your cups out of your Nine of Cups, so that when for those 9 of cups, so once those 9 of cups is supposed to be processed, like being summoned to so that it could be granted, so that you can get this fulfillment in your 10 of cups. Someone's gonna it feels like someone's trying to make way to put a false cup on your table. And so, but I'm not too worried about this King of Pentacles energy that's watching. I'm worried about you not being aware or acting as if you're not aware of people who don't have your best interests at heart, or you are just aware that they do evil things. And because you know that they do evil things, even if you were to stop them and confront them about doing evil things, that's not going to stop them. That's what they want. They want you to stop and confront. Release that. We'll say it together. I release any person. Repeat after me. I release any person who wants to rob what belongs to me. I release every person who speaks evil of me. I release every person whose matters of their heart are not good for me. If that makes sense, okay? Moving forward, I love you, and I know we are going to get a schedule together. First, I have to get the schedule together for the YouTube. I have to have a set schedule for my collective. You know, that's going to work. I want it to work because, you know, being open, and then, you know, I don't want to no longer be out of balance with my personal life, with my work life, with my entrepreneur life, as well as my career life. And, you know, as I am a mother, you know, I have a family. You are my family. And so that's why I want to invite you. What days work for you? What days do you really feel like you need confirmation or clarity? Or what days do you think that you need a space to, you know, to be in? Let me know. Is it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays? You know, once a month? You know, release episodes. I call them episodes because it says episodes when you publish your recordings. So, I mean, you know they're readings because I don't look at your readings as episodes. I just say episodes because that's what it says when I press publish to release the readings to you. Do you want the readings once a month and we'll be more live on YouTube? Or would you like more on the podcast? Well, the next 72s, I'm trying to figure that out because 1 minute I'm being guided to only release the next 72 when I'm being guided to. And I just made it to where everyone is set, to where everyone's together collectively to release those readings. So, and then who's next? Aquarius and Pisces. A Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Those are the last two of the next 72. So for those of you who are just now tapping in because you fast forwarded the reading, hey, welcome to SGL Spiritual Guiding Light. we're just talking about the YouTube. So if you don't know about the YouTube, you can go over there and check out your collective and general readings as well. You also can just go to your individual full folder, my collective, okay? And I will let you know what your element is in a minute. I always want to let people know, because when I found out what my element was, and it's sacred to me, so don't ask. I was like, wow. But anywho, what's different from the YouTube and here on this platform is when I release the readings, I can't organize them. It just goes in that order. I can't like put it in a folder. Maybe one day they'll have that accessible, but as of right now, it's pretty much you have to scroll, you know, on this platform. But on YouTube, I already individually, so earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, you have your individual folder. There's a collective folder as well. There's a yearly folder for the year. And there's a lot of folders that you can go to. My water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, you have your folder. And you also have access to the collective readings as well as the yearlies. My air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, you have your folder, okay? And you too are, you have access to the collective and the yearly readings as well. So if you want to go back to 2022, those readings are there. I believe there's some for 2021 for some of you guys who just want to see the comparison of where you are now, or is there something resonating with you? And it's like, because energy shifts every, millisecond, like they shift. And sometimes we could step out of our own energies and harness someone else's energy and not even realize it. Okay. What else? And to give you an example, it's kind of like if you do something or say something like someone, you have harnessed their energy, okay? And this could be a good or a bad thing. But moving forward, who else do I have? My fire signs. Taurus, your energy must really be high. I hope you are not the King of Pentacles, Taurus. You bet not be. Are you dealing with that energy that we were talking about? But no, my fire signs, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. You have your individual folders that's available to you, as well as your collective folder, as well as the yearly. All right. I'm going to come back, tone it down a notch, bring the volume down to a 3. All right, right now we're at a 10. So we're going to bring it down to a 3. We're going to bring the frequency down to a 3. And listener, don't forget, love is kind, love is gentle, and that is you and I.